Hey everybody, it is currently May 21st, 2009, and in this video I'm going to be doing a overview of Windows 7. The particular version of Windows 7 that I'm running is Windows 7 Ultimate 64-bit. This is the release candidate valuation copy, build 7100, and I'm just going to be showing you some of the cooler parts of Windows 7 and some of the nice things that it can do that makes life just all that much easier. Windows 7 is basically the same as Windows Vista, just it's a little bit different graphic-wise. The way stuff is laid out is a little bit different, and it also runs a lot smoother. Even though this is only a release candidate, it's technically above a beta. It's still a beta, really, but it's more of a, I guess you'd call it a delta. But regardless, it's running a beta of Windows 7 runs better than a Servers Pack 1 copy of Windows Vista, and it's kind of sad. But right here we have the little CPU monitor, CPU and RAM, and I have my CPU overclocked to 3.0 gigahertz per core, and then I have my RAM overclocked to 1 gigahertz. And all the gadgets, you can right click and just go down to gadgets, and they'll be right here, and you can just drag them on as you go. And there's no sidebar in Windows 7, so the gadgets aren't stuck over here or something. They do click to the edges, so if you see when I drag it here, it goes and then clicks to the edge, so you can attach them to a corner or even the side of another program sometimes. But of course, they're okay-ish, I guess. I really only use two: CPU monitor and the weather app, but other than that, that's just about all I use with the sidebar functionality, or gadgets, I guess. The way that you change the screen resolution is slightly different. You go in like this, and you actually see the monitor, and it's supposed to look, pretty and new and techy, instead of just a brick that says 1 and a brick that says 2. It picks each individual one, and you can go in and manually pick whatever resolution you want by dragging, instead of going through and picking one after the other or something like that. And it also shows you all of the, if it's a widescreen monitor, it goes, hey, this is widescreen, this is widescreen, this is widescreen, this is widescreen, and this is widescreen, although that's not widescreen. That's just the lowest one it has. But regardless, that looks really nice. Now, one of my favorite parts of Windows 7 is its new toolbar design, or taskbar, I suppose you'd call it, where you have the capability to pin things to the taskbar. Like right here, this is a Firefox icon, and I have it pinned there. It's not open, as you can see that these ones have the little white clearish thing around it. And this doesn't. That means that it's pinned there, but not open. Now if I click it, it'll open up Firefox. Now, if I want to open up another Firefox, I can either right click and go to Mozilla Firefox, Mozilla, or however you pronounce that, or I can hold shift and click it and it'll open another one and another one. Now you might also notice that things, when they maximize, they zoom up and zoom down, kind of like that of Mac OS X. Now another thing that's really awesome is you just hover over it and it shows you the different versions, or the different windows you have. So let's go on to this one, and we're going to go to YouTube. Go on to the next one, and we're going to go to, I don't know, let's just go with some random website, wikipedia.com/fish, and we're going to leave the other one on the homepage. So now, let's say you're on your desktop, and you only have one monitor, let's say. If you want to check out, you're doing a report on fish, let's say, you hover over here, it pops up, everything else disappears, you can't see it, but on my second monitor, all my aim and stuff just minimized. It shows you whatever you want, and you go, oh, alright, then you go over to this one. So, like, let's say you're on this one for yourself, la 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 la, and you want to check the other one, you just go, read, and then go back to what you were doing. It's very convenient, especially when you've got multiple windows open, because then you can just go through and click through them. And then you can go, oh, well, I don't need this one, and I'm done with the fish report, and there you go. Now, as you can see, that now that all of them are closed, it remains pinned there. Now I'm going to open up a notepad here, throw this over here, and you'll see that it showed up right here. Now if I close it, it disappears. But if I open it up, I right click, say pin to the taskbar, close it, it's there because it's pinned. Now I can move this over here, or in between here, or whatever. And you'll also notice that when there's 2 or more windows open, it shows up in these little tabs. So if I open up one, and if I open up another, by holding shift and clicking, it'll show up with a little tab. Click another tab, click another, and they'll show up, and it'll just keep going. And then it'll get smaller, and eventually it'll just turn into a line that goes up the screen. But now if I just hover over it, it'll be like, hey, which notepad do you want? And they just kind of stacked on top of each other here. But let me just spread these out here to illustrate what I'm talking about here. Alright, so now you've got, for some reason, like 17 notepads open. And instead of going no, 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 and like having to minimize them to get the ones behind them, let's say, you know, there's a whole bunch of them that are in the foreground, there's some that are behind there that you can't get to. Hover over it, and you hover over, let's say, this one. All of them disappear, except for it. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. Any of them. You go up, don't need that, close it. Don't need you, close. Don't need this one either, close. And then, oh, that's the one I'm looking for right here. Click, and that one brings that to the foreground. And then when you're done with that one, you go to this one. Click, brings that one to the foreground. It's very, very convenient. You can right-click, you can close all of them, and then if something's pinned, you can right-click and unpin it. Overall, that's very, very nice. Another thing that changed is they've added some new things, such as paint is different. There's actually a capability to use different brushes now. It's still very meh. But you notice if I go into the default brush and I'm drawing, let's say, I don't know, whatever this red is. Let me make the brush larger. When you draw a line, it looks riggedy, and then it actually softens the edges. I kind of need to zoom in to show you that. The edges are very blocky, and then it softens the edges once you draw it, which makes it look a little bit better. And there's also the capability to make predetermined shapes. Also, the information, or whatever you want to call it, from going Windows pause break or right clicking your computer and going into properties, which this is just your system basically, is different. And the rating no longer goes up to 5.9 like Vista did. This one goes up to 7.9, obviously accounting for the fact that there's newer hardware, and just about everybody, including myself, hit 5.9 on everything. And I need to evidently rerun this, but I'm not going to do that during a video. And this particular version of Windows, the RC1, did not come with Windows Movie Maker. But however, I do have... Oh, go away. I do have Windows Movie Maker. I'm going to do a video later on how to get Windows Movie Maker 6, which is the version from Vista working in Windows 7. It's really not that hard. You have to know a little bit what you're doing, but I'll explain it in the video where anybody that has Windows 7 can do this. Now, the Windows RC, if anybody wants to get it, you can go to, I believe it is technet.com, and it's still on the front page. Click right here, scroll down, pick whether you want x86 or x64. In this case, I do x64 because 64-bit is better, and I have 64-bit processor and all that good stuff. Click next. It'll ask you to sign in, and it'll give you, if this wants to, you know, go, it'll ask you to sign in, and you do that. Yeah. And it'll give you a key, and you can click download now. Oh no, everybody's going to steal my key, which is free. But yeah, so overall, I'm running Windows 7 as my main operating system now. It is absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It's very nice looking. Um, you can go into personalization and set it to different versions of Arrow. You can have it set it so that it changes your desktop background every 2 seconds or every couple hours. Just, it is very nice. I can't wait until it's actually full release, because I'm sure they're going to add more things. And they have some new tools in the accessories. Like there's one, it's Math Drawer or something like that. Here it is, Math Input Panel. You can be like, 7. Oh, that's supposed to be a 7. Oh, now it thinks it's a 7. Die. Alright, so I could be like, pi. No! Pi, damn it. No, pi, damn it. That's not, I don't even know what that is. Oh, yeah, we'll take that. But yeah, so there's several new tools that are throughout the accessories, snipping tool, and things like that, where you can take little bits and pieces of stuff. Just the overall user interface is a lot better. It's very similar to Vista. Anybody that's used Vista much, you'll notice it, but it allows you to do things differently. The calculator also looks different, as you can see. It's just different looking, but there's a statistics calculator, a programmer's calculator, scientific's calculator, and a standard calculator, just like before. This one evidently does binary and hex, and even octo, which is cool. It gets rid of the 8 and 9, that's funny. But anyway, yeah, so that just about wraps this up, and my next video is probably going to be the terabyte hard drive review, and then after that I'll do the informational video on how to get Windows Movie Maker 6 working. Now, in order to do that, you're going to need to have your hands on a copy of a Vista computer, any Vista, because you're going to need to get the files from it, which are right here in my part. I don't know if it's legal for me to like upload these to anybody. I'm not sure, but just get yourself Vista computer, get the Windows Movie Maker program file, copy it over to your Windows 7 computer, and I'll show you how to do it. And you don't even have to install anything. You just take the files right off your desktop, and I just double click here, and there it is. So yeah, be sure to check around for those videos in the next few days. And thank you everybody for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.